So yep, 5 minutes on the ball here, and Impunity versus Imperium 1-0 so far. We have Manjuu representing Impunity and Demente from Imperium. And now I am also gonna cut to the chase and go directly into the game, seeing how they have they are already in the mulligan stage there. Of course, this being a bit of a YOLO cast in production, it is pretty goddamn hard to try and jaga everything together. In case you guys are not familiar with the term jaga, it's basically multitask. But okay, it's gonna be the rogue coming from Manjuu46 up against Demente's Druid. Now this might not be the same Druid, but it is still a Druid. So we are now looking at Wild Grove, which suggests this is a Ram Druid as well as the Sunwalker, plus the fact that he also has got Killing Touch there. Pretty good deck here. Pretty interesting starting hand, but not much you can do for the first 2 or 3 turns. Manjuu quickly with the dagger there and effectively just knocking on to Demente very nicely. He does have a big game hunter, but that's not going to be very effective in the early game as well. He does have one Gadget Sun Auctioneer already. Daily Poison in hand. I do believe he needs some Shadow Step here. But this does look like a Miracle Rope. The question is, it may not seem like the Maligod variation, seeing how there's a Leroy Jenkins there as well. And everything else looks pretty okay so far. But Imperium with a 1-point lead and Impunity losing the first game still seems pretty fine for them. So far, the record that we have here at Hearthstone Standoff is, I do believe, Spectral going 5-3 first, and Mana Search just chasing up to finish the series at 8-6. So yeah, it went the other way. So that's crazy catching up that a team can probably do here. But now that's it. Well, Caster's Curse indeed. We have Manjuu just nicely top decking a Shadow Step there. Eviscerate can be used here. He has already just dagger up, but no, he doesn't have enough mana for that, seeing how he just daggered up there. And he will effectively go for Face Out of Frustration. But yep, the 2-4 wasn't really able to do much of anything really. It just pick off the 4-2 with the Moonfire, but that's about it there. And Demente gets the coin. He coins into a Sunwalker at turn 5, or rather turn 4. Yeah, turn 4 because of the Wild Grove there. So that's pretty good catching up action there. But of course, very simple Eviscerate into Shiv into Eviscerate, as well as knock from the dagger is gonna kill the Sunwalker. Now looking into the hand of Demente, it's a good thing that Manjuu picks off the Sunwalker. If not, it's instant faceless manipulator Sunwalker, I do believe. Now that said, there's still the Druid of the Claw coming out. That was a top deck from Demente as well. So the second Shadow Step comes out here for Manjuu, but no Conceal, and he needs the Conceal to keep the Gadget safe for 1 turn at least, so that he can start off the Miracle Spree. Right now the 4-6 looks very commanding in the position there, very good. And again, there is nothing much that Manjuu can do against the 4-6. He doesn't have a sap. Yeah, this is just not looking so good for Manjuu already. The Rogue down to just about 22 health. Generally, the trend that I've witnessed in terms of Rogue winning their games is when that they have slightly higher health pool than the opponent. I guess that's just a trend that I've noticed on my end here. So he's actually going to heal up. Gonna throw in the Deadly Poison, but it's not gonna attack the 4-6 with that. Now that's pretty dangerous if Demente's Druid does run an Acidic Swamp Ooze. Let's just see what he top decks here. And it's a Current Bloodhoof. So the Current Bloodhoof is gonna come out very nicely. And it's again gonna provide a lot of commanding position here for Demente. But look at that top deck Conceal. That's gonna start the Miracle Spree already. It's the Gadget Sun directly into a Conceal, as well as the Cold Blood there, and Sap comes out as well. So we are now lacking just the preparation, but that's gonna deal 8 damage coming out from Gadget Sun Auctioneer, and there is effectively nothing that Demente can do up against that with the hand that he has there. You know, he cannot copy that, he cannot kill that with the Big Game Hunter, but he does top deck another Sunwalker. But that's not going to be a problem because there is the sap in the hand here for Manjuu, as well as Leroy Shadow Step Leroy. That is going to cost only 8 mana, and that 8 mana that Leroy can pull off is effectively going to mean that it's a total of 18 damage in one turn. And I guess now the Gadget-san probably is going to die in this turn. Okay, he's also going to pull a Fan of Knives, but he needs those preparation to happen. What I would suggest him to do is to run half a Leroy in first. You do the Leroy Jenkin, you just pull up with one Shadow Step, and that's going to scare your opponent a lot. But also now, if you look at the hand of Demente, the Soundwalker already used, of course. I do believe that was his second. Oh, sorry, that was the Soundwalker that got returned back into the hand. So it wasn't really used in that sense, but he does have one Healing Touch. And Healing Touch is going to be the problem here for Manjuu, because he needs to OTK this guy. So 18 damage plus 8 from the Gadget-san is going to mean a total of 26 damage. Demente is at 28 health. He should be fine. He gets the preparation at long last, but that's not really going to do jack. He runs the preparation into another conceal. That is just really lucky top deck here for Manjuu. He gets another preparation as well, but he doesn't need to do much of anything right now. All the spells in hand does not cost a single mana here. Next turn, with Healing Touch, Demente is at 25 with the armor in hand. From the power there, it's probably going to be about 26 health at tops here. And he's still not dead, because of course the 4-5 is on the field right now. And maybe a lucky sap, but no Blade Flurry is going to be the cause here. Preparation being run first. He gets a backstep. Can pick off very quickly the shield there, of course, but needs to be very careful. I don't think he can pull off a lethal right now. It's not possible. Not remotely possible just yet. It looks like he needs to sacrifice the 8-4 to knock on to the 4-5, at least to try and pick it off there with a Blade Flurry, with a dagger, with probably the backstab as well. So that's going to be the 3 elements he required to pick off that 4-5. What he can do here is just dagger up, Blade Flurry. Of course, it's really frustrating, you know, that he can't really do much as well. I would actually just dagger Blade Flurry. Yeah, that's right. So he gets lucky Eviscerate here. Very good stuff. Azure Drake as well as the Eviscerate is going to pick off the Soundwalker once and for all. But nope, he's not going to do that. He's just going to backstep into Deadly Poison comes out here. And Eviscerate picks off that 4-5. And does it mean it's lethal? I do not believe this. It's still not going to be lethal. The wire is counting down here. He doesn't have much time. He needs to decide what he wants to do. He's going to heal himself up. The 8-4 is going to deal damage. The shift is also going to deal some damage. But that's about it. He draws another Gadget-san, and the turn is officially over. So Manjuu taking a bit too long there to decide, and lucky and thank God for the rope here for friendly games. This is crazy. Without a rope, you probably have one lifetime to decide what to do, which is completely unfair. But now he doesn't have that. Now what is Demente going to do here? Demente is going to copy the 8-4 and it's going to call it game? Nope, because the 8-4 cannot attack this turn. The 4-3 can, however, kill off the 8-4. He does have one Rough as well. Wild Grove, is he going to play any of those? He does have Innervate. Big Game Hunter should be a play just to kill off the 8-4 and save the 4-3. But what he doesn't know is that Manjuu is going to deal 18 damage in one turn for the next turn. And that's going to mean lethal against this Druid. Losing the Druid as the first class for Imperium is not good at all. Raph is going to come out to pick out the 3-3. What else is there for Demente? He gets Ancient of Lore. I do believe that was from the previous turn's card, so that's fine. Yeah, a little bit of a lag issue here from Demente, but that's okay. Wild Grove gonna be used. Draws a card right now. Oh, sorry, that was actually from the Gadget-san Auctioneer, and he gets excess mana, so he's drawing a lot of cards with Gadget-san on the wrong side of this field. But does he have the correct answers right now? Innovate, draws another card. He gets a Yeti. He gets a Mark of the Wild. Maybe the Mark of the Wild is gonna save him here, but nope. Yep, it is. He plays Innovate, Big Game Hunter, Mark of the Wall, draws another card. That Gadgetsun copy might just be what saves him here at the end of the day. Thalnos. Oh my god, this is really frustrating. Let me tell you why. He cannot dagger up to kill the 6/5 with SI Agent and Daily Poison. That is not possible. If he does that, he is gonna die. He's at only 5 health. He has got one last card in the deck. He is thinking for Manjuu, what card in the world is it that's left in his deck? And I'm not tracking his cards here, but it does not look like it's a preparation. It could just be a backstab. I think it could be a backstab. It depends on what is that. He's actually going to draw one card, and it's a cold blood. Oh god. Oh my god. Manjuu is going to lose this game. Demente scoring 2-0 with the lucky copies as well as the Mark of the Wild. He saves his own ass. My god, this is one hell of a play coming up from Demente. Great job there. Crazy work and action coming up from Imperium over the first series already. They're up against Impunity, and Manjuu has just been eliminated. Along with that, he does lose the Rogue as well as the Mage. So that's a lot of class to lose already, but boy oh boy, you just don't want this kind of stuff to happen. He had lethal in hand, but that copy there of the Gadgetsun was just so lucky. You have the top deck action, you have rough drawing extra cards. It got me confused as well, but everything else seems pretty okay. So that's it, Manjuu is effectively out, and we have 3 more members from Impunity. The night's still not done yet.